Students, I am Mrs. Shabnur Nawaz from Holy Hearts Educational Academy, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. Today I am here to take the classes of Computer Science of class 11th. The topic that today we'll deal is unit number 1, that is Basic Computer Systems and Organization. So let's start further. So students, here we'll start with the new topic, that is cloud computing. Now the question arises, what is cloud computing? So cloud computing is a delivery of computing services, we can say, या फिर हम ये बोल सकते हैं that it is the on-demand availability of a computer system resources, especially the resources like data storage, power, without the direct active management by the users. Hence the term is generally used to describe data centers available to many of the users over the internet. So we can say that the cloud computing is the use of hardware and the software to deliver a services over a network, that is internet. With cloud computing, user can access files and use the applications from any devices that can access the internet. So what are the important benefits that the cloud computing gives us? So first is cost saving, second strategic edge, थर्ड हाई स्पीड, बट ऑब्वियसली हाई स्पीड हमें मिलती है, हम कहीं से भी एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, कॉस्ट भी हमारा रिड्यूस होता है, स्ट्रैटेजिक हमें एज भी मिलता है. हेंस नेक्स्ट इज बैकअप एंड द रिस्टोर डेटा, ऑटोमेटिक सॉफ्टवेयर इंटीग्रेशन, रिलायबिलिटी, मोबिलिटी एंड अनलिमिटेड स्टोरेज कैपेसिटी. These are the basic benefits that the cloud computing gives to an individual organization or an individual user. So here we'll see what all cloud services we are having, that is SaaS, that is software as a service, PaaS, that is platform as a service, IaaS, that is infrastructure as a service. तो यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं एक pyramid है in which at the topmost level is the SaaS, next is PaaS and the last is IaaS. So here all these three has their own working techniques and the storage and the different aspects. So here in SaaS, that software as a services, we can say it consumes. Platform as a services builds on IT, and IaaS, that is infrastructure as a service, migrates on IT. So if we see it in detail, though software as a service is the most familiar form of a cloud computing. It is situated at the topmost of the pyramid. Hence it is fully developed software solution ready for the purchase over the internet on a subscription basis, and this providers manages the infrastructure, operating systems, middlewares and the data necessary to deliver the programs, ensuring that the software is available whenever and wherever the customer needs it. So many of the SS applications runs directly through the web browsers, eliminating the need for downloading or installations like other apps require. So this generally reduces the software management issues for the internal IT teams and allows the companies to streamline their operations with the hybrid and the multi-cloud deployments. So this application allows the companies to get up and run very quickly as well as scale the operations very much rapidly. So there is no need to purchase or deploy any hardware on a software used to deliver this particular business services. It has few examples like Google Apps, या फिर Microsoft Office 365 and many more such things that uses on this particular service. Next is platform as a service. It is situated a bit higher up the cloud computing pyramid as compared to IaaS. So whereas IaaS delivers all the tools available through the cloud and leaves it to the customer to build whatever suits their needs and requirements. So this is bit more specialized, we can say, and rather than pure infrastructure, provides the framework needed to build, test, deploy and manage the update the software product. So it utilizes the same basic infrastructure like IaaS, but it allows or includes the operating system, middlewares, deployment tools and the DBMS needed to create a software application. It has again a best examples like Google App Engine, Microsoft Azure, Beanstalk and many more things. And the next is infrastructure as a services, which we have seen here in the last previous slide. It is the most comprehensive and the flexible type of a cloud service available. So this provider manages the physical end of the infrastructures in a data centers, but allows the customers to fully customize those virtualized resources to suit their specific need and requirements. So here the customer can purchase, install, configure and manage any of the softwares that need to use, hence including things like operating system, business analyst, development tools and many more things required by the particular user. Again, it has a basic examples like Microsoft Azure, AWS, that is Amazon Web Services, that you all might be knowing very much well, and the Google Compute Engine and many things else. So here are few types of clouds like public and the private cloud. Public cloud means, the best example we can here say that it includes those offered by Amazon, Microsoft or Google जो use करते हैं वो हमें जो provide करते, that is the public cloud. These companies provide both the services and the infrastructures which can be shared by all the customers. As hence by the name itself it is very much clear, it is public cloud. तो जितने भी लोग हैं वो उसको easily use कर सकते हैं without any restrictions, and hence it has a massive amount of available space which the user can use freely, which translates into a easy scalability, and hence it is often recommended for a software development and a collaborative projects. And the great advantage of this particular public cloud is that versatility and pay as you go structure that allows the customers to the provision more capacity on demand. Next is private cloud. Private cloud usually resides behind the firewalls and are utilized for a single organization. Private नाम से समझ में आ रहा है, it is privately used by the organization who has owned it particularly, and the one who had the authorization for using and accessing all these can only use it. So यहाँ पे we can see here that authorized user can access and utilize this and store data in the private cloud from anywhere, just like they do it in the public clouds. The difference here is no one else can use or utilize these computing resources. As the name itself shows, it is a private cloud, so anyone else outside the cloud who is unauthorized cannot use it. So the companies that own this particular cloud is responsible for both the hardware and the software and the infrastructures, making this a less economical model than as compared to the public clouds. So here if we see the differences between the public and the private clouds, the publicly shared and virtualized resources are available here. At the same time, in the private cloud, privately shared and virtualized resources are available here. In the public section, again, it supports multiple customers. Here it only supports the authorized and the dedicated customers which has the access to that particular private cloud. And the public cloud, again, it supports internet connectivity. In private, the connectivity over the internet, fiber and the private networks are available. In public clouds, suited for less confidential information, and private are suited for the secured confidential information and the core systems. These were the basic differences between the public and the private clouds. So students, here this particular session is completed, and this is the assignment that you need to perform in your CS notes copies. Question is, prepare short notes on the cloud computing services which we have covered in this particular session. I hope you all understand it very well. Students, we have seen the various sessions in the form of videos. Hope you all understood all the topics. Just go through the videos carefully. Search for the notes in your books and in the lectures, and then further do the assignments given at the end of the session. By that time, be safe, be at home and complete your assignments. Thank you.